What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're supposed to be getting the drift car ready to go to the track, which I don't really have a drift car that's ready yet. I guess my S14 is pretty close. So we were actually gonna take the Z, but we had a issue with the clutch pivot ball. So actually what we're gonna do is I gotta play musical cars and move a bunch of cars around. I'm gonna go to my house and get my Nissan S14 that we did like the 3-alarm fire drill, and we did basically a 1-week engine swap before grid life. Yeah, the car was kind of slow. I was kind of disappointed with it at that event because the track was really big and required a lot more power to drive with the guys that I wanted to. But this event is going to be at IMI Motorsports Park, which is kind of like a smaller go-kart track. So we should be able, it should be awesome. That engine should be awesome there. Should have a lot of fun driving there. It's basically the last drift event of the season. I really haven't drifted any events other than grid life this year. All right, I missed Drift Week. A lot of my friends are out driving on that right now. I basically just want to drive. Plan was to take the Z. That didn't work. So now we're gonna go to my house and get the S14 all prepped. But first we have to run and basically swap ECUs with the 2GZ Mustang, swap some tires out, do a couple other things like that. But should be ready to rip here soon. All right, so we're over at my brother's shop and 2GZ Mustang, look at this thing. Still got the Drift Week banner on it. I think the last time we drove it, when was the last? It was a Drift Colorado event, probably at the first of the year maybe. It was at PPIR, and the new turbo, it's a little bit laggier than I'd like, and it's either blowing the tires off in third gear because it's not, so it's either bogging in third gear or blowing the tires off or rev limiter in second. So it's kind of a weird combination. I liked it better with the 3076 just because it had a lot more torque, so you could kind of lug it and drive it like a V8. Yeah, 2GZ Mustang's doing great. Basically, we stole the drive shaft out of this thing for the S14 right before grid life, and right now we're playing musical ECUs, stealing the ECU out of this to put in the S14 because I took the ECU out of the S14 to put back in the Civic, because initially we took it out of the Civic to put it in the S14. So now, basically, this one doesn't have a drive shaft, so this one is kind of, you know, the most stationary right now. So pull out the ECU master and take it over to the house, plug it in the S14, load the tune on it, and drive that thing to the shop. What do you think about this, Ronnie?
I think you're onto something.
What do you think I'm onto?
Well, I think you're gonna get yourself a drift car.
Well, I mean, I kind of have two right now.
Yeah,
this one.
You're gonna get one that works.
Yeah.
4-part series.
For what? For our grandpa's freaking truck. Look at that, ECU master ready to go. I don't know what to do with the Mustang. I really don't know. Part of me wants to take this engine out, put it in something else, and put like this engine or this chassis needs like a 7.3 Godzilla. Like that would be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that would be
like one of the new 7.3s. Just put like a stock one in here with like a Whipple. Woo.
That would be pretty neat.
That would be really neat.
You can unleash the ponies.
Or it could just sit in your shop for another couple months.
Yep.
You know.
Go right on ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's sat in here for months. It could sit in here for a couple months more. Unless somebody wants to buy it, in which case I thought about selling it as a rolling shell, you know? Or put a Coyote or something in it. I could Coyote swap my Mustang. All right, guys. So, let's see. Got this ECU all ready to go. Key on. Had the S14 thing loaded. I'll make that fuel. Oh yeah. Here we go, boys. So I think we should be good to go. So clean off this windshield and we're gonna drive her to the shop. It's running like I don't know how you say that, it's running like poo right now. Like it's basically surging really bad. Like low throttle, it doesn't do good, but wide open throttle, it's okay. So I think there's something with the TPS or something's not happy. So we're almost to the shop right now though. All right, so I figured out the issue with it. For some reason, there was an oil temperature protection on it. I don't have an oil pressure sensor or an oil temperature sensor on it. So for some reason that got enabled. I took it off. Maybe it was an issue with the firmware or something. So anyhow, everything's good now, and I switched it over to an alpha N tuning strategy, and now we're just kind of cruising it around, feeling how it actually is. Feels a lot better now. Feels a little bit stronger, honestly. In the just trying to dial in the fuel map right now. Just kind of doing some light throttle, rolling in pulls, and then kind of, you know, watching the air fuel ratio and playing with it from there. So seems like it's pretty good though. Way better than it felt at Grid Life even, so I'd really like to get this thing on the dyno. Good morning, y'all. We are head up to the drift event, first drift event since Grid Life in my S14, and I'm really excited about that. So there's not much else to tell you guys other than we're driving up to the drift event right now, towing the trailer. Everything seems good. Changed some tuning stuff with the car, switched it over to an Alpha N tuning strategy instead of a speed density strategy, so it's a little bit more TPS based and some other stuff like that. So it runs a little bit better now. It feels like it makes a little bit more power. I put 50 pounds of air pressure in the tires, but hey, we'll freaking talk about that when we get up to the drift event. We got about another hour and a half to go. So I hope you guys enjoy some of this this timeless Colorado B-roll. Boys, good old IMI. It has been far too long since I've been out here ripping. So see if we can find a place to park the trailer and unload, go rip. Oh yeah, that's the sound of my potential people, I guess. Could have been. There's so many Z's up here. A couple Miatas too. We made it up here today. I like that bumper. Levi's coming over here to drive with me, hopefully. Yeah, so it's been a good day so far, other than it just getting hot, but basically worked out pretty well, because while I was servicing this thing and trying to get it all back to normal, basically just met up with a lot of the guys that I've known in Drift Colorado for the past like 7 to 10 years. We all just kind of stopped by, said what up, said how you doing, because you know we got kids now, we got businesses, we got all kinds of stuff, so it's cool to kind of catch up with a lot of people, and that's kind of, you know, I think that's more so what drifting's all about. Is it's not necessarily the driving. It's about like the people and you know, just having fun on I mean, it is about the driving, but it's cool, all the people that you get to do it with, so pretty dope. Alright, so we got the tires swapped. So the one thing about IMI is that there's walls, and this 350Z over here. Wasn't here.
Dude, you can see it's rear tire.
A couple of the walls, I think.
That'll do it.
You can see the tire came over here. Hit this one. The back doesn't look too bad. I guess the front.
How's your car doing?
guys. So, just did my first 30-minute session in the car. No issues. Didn't get hot. I had my laptop in the passenger seat. The hottest it got was 213 degrees, and that's because my fans were actually working. I just logged all the air-fuel ratio and everything. Everything seems great. So, it feels like it has more power. It has enough power to where I could add a little bit more grip. Right now I have the coils in the rear all the way at full stiff, which doesn't, like, no grip. And then BC Racing coilovers, how you doing? And then with the tires are Kendas. Some scrubs, 30 minutes on these scrubs on 50 pounds of pressure.
So you really have no grip.
50 pounds of pressure, so. Yeah, so no, there's not a lot of grip at all, but I think I'm gonna lower the tire pressure. I think I could probably get like 2 laps on here, so I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm probably just gonna throw the other tires on it and then lower the PSI a little bit. Maybe take a little bit of the dampening out and then go drive it with a little bit more grip. Because there's people in stock KAs that were driving away from me because I didn't have enough grip. Like it has enough power. It just needs a little bit more grip, but not too much grip to overcome the power. It's an S chassis. I miss this car. How you doing? I let 20 seconds of air out of it. 20 seconds of air equals about 15 pounds. There you go. Ready for this, Charles?
Probably.
Give me a TRC reaction.
A TRC reaction?
Yep.
I don't know about that, buddy.
Give me a what? 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 Yep, later, man. All right, so check this out. My e-brake, let's see if it's got any fluid in it. Probably not. Oh, yep. All gone, she's dry. So I don't know where the fluid went, but we need to investigate that. See where my fluid went. Yeah, my e-brake, because this track you need the e-brake for that first corner. So, but we got some good laps in.
We absolutely
got some good laps. It felt like I had a pretty good line up there in the front, following the slow cars, because I'm a slow car too.
Going from this, from going in this car from your 2J to this, it's definitely like a big change, but it's not like.
Yeah.
It's not like drastic. It feels like the low end torque is still there.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's missing a little bit of a top.
If anything, it feels like it has more low end torque.
Yeah.
So you could lug it more, but it doesn't have that like top end like explosion.
Yeah.
You know, which I feel like conserves tires, because I was out there for freaking 30 minutes on a pair of
Well, yeah, if you're
40% scrubs. Like,
if you're burning tires like crazy with the 2J, like that's.
Which there's a time and a place, but
Right.
like if you want to just drive, which I kind of just want to drive at this point, I think that this is a really, really good setup.
I agree. I agree.
It's a lot of fun. I just wish the turbo would be cool, but also the Elite manufacturing, they make a bolt-on, basically an intake manifold adapter that adapts it to like an M112 blower off of like a 5.4
Whoa,
like
really?
Cobra. I think it's a 5.4 Cobra or like a GT5. I don't know what it is, but anyhow, an M112 blower off of a Cobra will bolt right on. They also have one that has a integrated like intercooler brick in it too.
Yeah.
It's like a water to air inside the thing. So literally it would just be a supercharger and then an extra radiator.
There you go.
And it would probably be awesome.
And you'd still get that low end torque.
Oh, you get all the lower end torque, but then you'd have more top end torque
Yeah.
too. You'd have more
Yeah.
top end power, and it would sound different because I've like, you know, I've done turbo stuff for a long time, and
You get that whine.
like it would definitely be cool to be like I don't know how it would sound, but something like that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming,
I agree.
and it would probably be really cool. And nobody really does it, so nobody's really even done a 3UZ in a drift car.
No, I honestly didn't even know a 3UZ was a thing until you put it in here.
There's a really cool one in Japan. There's one of the new GR Supras. That's really cool, but it's like twin turbo, fully built, all that other stuff. There's
Yeah.
another S13, I think, in the States that's turboed, but I don't think there's like a seat time 3UZ swap. There's one UZ swaps, but no 3UZs, because that's
Right.
because they're kind of complicated.
Yeah.
But we got ECU master, we got this thing wired up, we got a freaking adapter plate to
Yes, sir.
to the Collins adapter to the CD09. Well, actually, this is JK40C, but this thing runs good.
Hell
I
yeah.
wish it had some gauges, and
Yeah.
we're gonna change the tires. Hey.
Pop the champagne on.
Oh, yep. Oh, look at that alignment. That. See, this is why I like Kendas, man. 'Cause they'll do that all the way to the end.
Oh, dude.
Like if you heat cycle them, they'll do this.
Sir?
Oh, look at that one. See, the Velinos, what happen with those is if you get them too hot, they do this.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when they get to the bottom, but yeah, mostly that's just an overheating thing, and then they bubble and then you do this. But we got some really good laps on those too. Look, we got brake fluid in the trunk. That's never a good sign.
Okay, Benmar.
What happened? The apprentice had some. Well, so this is just water.
That's water?
Yeah, look. So this is the hydro e-brake stuff, which that's not that pretty, but you know, it's there.
It works.
Well, something else. Let's see. I don't really see it leaking.
I don't see any fluid anywhere.
Yeah. But it's like all gone. Maybe I just need to put a little bit in it and give it a...
Yeah, just try.
So we have a bride on the track. Yep, bride on the track. It's a different kind of bride, but this one I think costs a little bit more.
In the long run.
Than do you think that's a real bride or a fake bride?
I think it's not a rep. I think it's real.
That's probably pretty real. So there's been a guy on my channel that's been commenting a lot recently. He's like, build an S12. Here you guys go. This is freaking S12. I thought it was an A86 at first until I seen little thing right there. And then I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, that is an S12. That's pretty cool. So I wonder what engine it has in it. It's the Shitbox edition, which is kind of cool. S14 is going in the trailer under its own power after a little coolant mishap this morning, but no issues since then. Basically, coolant temps have probably been under 220 this whole time. I don't think it's got over that other than this morning. I think the S12 that was out there ripping has a 1J or something in it, but yeah, excited to be back in the car. Definitely, I think this 3UZ either needs a turbo or that supercharger kit. So, but before I think we can do either of those, we need to put different rods in it, because I definitely know that this is the small rod engine and they don't like making, I think, over 400 horse, but you know, maybe we could do that, make 400 horse, but if it's a supercharger, it might make too much torque. But overall, pretty successful day. It's nice to get out here, drive with the homies, and not sure how all the footage turned out, but yeah, I hope you guys liked it. But appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you guys think about me driving again. What do you think I should do? Turbo, supercharged, put a JZ back in it. See you guys later.